Go get Michael Jordan. There are a bunch of great highlights in this pack beyond just the GOAT. You got.
We get a look at the sun shining in the building, and we've got
head coach.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Vucevic.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Vucevic. Adebayo is out there with Clark. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Tucker in at the 2. And for Utah, Paul George is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Walker in at the point. Tucker finds Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast to the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about
the time
going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Here's Smart. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Jordan inside. Adebayo on him. He can't get that one. Now here's Vucevic. Defended by George. Adebayo. And it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. On the wing, it's Iguodala. There's the pass to Adebayo. This is to Vucevic. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. George against Vucevic, and the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
This one for 3. Iguodala no good.
Or even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Walker's shot is off.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Here's Clark. Pass to Iguodala. And another miss by Denver. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Now here's Vucevic. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. With the fadeaway. Iguodala, no good.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And George kicks to The feed to Grant. nice shot by Jordan.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Out to the wing. Here's Tucker. And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz lead by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Adebayo, Iguodala out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Vucevic, and it's Clark in at the power forward position. Walker against Iguodala. Passes it to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Over Jordan. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Clark.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
Now here's Walker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Iguodala against Walker. Now here's Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Denver needs to get off his shot. No good from Clark.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Walker against Vucevic. Walker the pass to Jordan. Over Clark. He's off on that one. And Denver the other way now. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Here's Clark. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. 3 on 3. George with no one around. It's Clark with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Tucker. They get the rebound. No good that time. And now Utah, fast break. Smart leading the charge. And it's George missing. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Utah Jazz. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Outside, Walker. Back to Smart. Trying to end the drought. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Vucevic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's stolen. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And both free throws good for Vucevic. 51 seconds left in the first half. Now Smart. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Lobs it up for Jordan. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Using his height perfectly on the inside. Iguodala making the D get physical with his play.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Pass to George. Outside, Walker looking to end the run. That shot off. And here's Tucker. He had a 30-point outing their last game again.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Walker, bounce pass. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny? And that'll do.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Marcus Smart. Jeremy Grant is out there with Jordan. And there's Kemba Walker, and it's George in at the small forward position. Here's George after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. 2 points, that one goes. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on the board. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Utah trailing here. Left side, George. Kicks to Jordan. Iguodala against George for the tie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable 2-way player and all-star caliber talent. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Iguodala, and Grant sends it back.
Grant's got some verts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
Iguodala finds Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Clark's got his 2nd basket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's George. It's on target from the high post. George has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession. And as most of us expected, Andre Iguodala continues to be a huge factor for anybody that he plays for. With his athleticism waning just a little bit, it's his experience and know-how that impacts the game the most. Just being in the right spot at the right time, taking the right calculated gamble. Andre Iguodala still impacting games at his age.
.11 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Clark. He's covered by Grant. The pass to Adebayo. And Tucker has it in the corner. Clock at 4. Over Smart. Tries again. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Smart kicks to Walker. Down low, Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now, here's Vucevic. He has 7. To the inside. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Tucker. Here's Grant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Bam Adebayo is out there with Clark. And it's Vucevic. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Iguodala in at the point guard. Now here's Walker over Iguodala. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Smart. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Here's Tucker. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit from the elbow. Utah shooting 43% from the floor. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Tucker. Jordan dishes to Smart. Back to Jordan. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, the D's so tight on him, and it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now here's Tucker. The 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Grant the pass to Smart. And it's denied. Here's Tucker. They grab their own miss. Doesn't go for him. Here's George. Count it.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Clark. Paul George making his last shot. A floater. George with the defensive effort. Utah leading. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Poked loose. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Pass to Clark. Pass to Vucevic. Over Smart. Vucevic with the bucket.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Iguodala. He feeds it to Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 11 points for Vucevic.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Iguodala against Walker. It's good.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
So it's Denver now. Pass to Iguodala. The pass to Vucevic. Back to Iguodala. Yes!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Good!
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And that's an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Walker with it. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it.